Thank you, Phil.
All right there, New Year's Eve, and I am sitting here in some agony. Oh shit. Um, so I got hit by a motorbike last night and thrown up into the air. Oh yeah, that happened. The evening started really well. I was contacted by a couple of my subscribers who are in Thailand. They're doing a jiu-jitsu course, and they're only like half hour out of Patong, and they said, "Would you like to meet up?" And I've done a lot of that with subscribers, and well, without fail, it's been brilliant, from the Chinese prescription where there were hordes of virgins right through to last night in Patong. And it was interesting because there's a thing called a Patong tattoo. And it's that. It's when you fall off a scooter and get dragged down the road. And I was explaining to these two lads, Anton and James, hello, thanks for coming, sorry about the horrific accident. I explained that to him, and I said, you know, it's not unusual to see a scooter accident daily here. And we had a little mooch about, went down the beach, and then we went to the what's it called, Banzan night market. We bought some fried chicken, and we got some food, and we sat by some bins, all very Patong. And as we left, oh, for fuck's sake, I'm not well. As we left the Banzan night market, I've sprinted across the road. Ooh, and I remember this bus coming towards me, and I even put my hand out and went, "No, you're going to have to slow." Bang! And I remember it hit me in the side, and my legs went up in the air. And I'm sure, well, I hope James or Anton will confirm this in the comments. I'm not making this up. My legs shot up in the air. I done a full 360 and banged down on my hip. My left leg is rather badly damaged, but the worst bit, I can't lift my arm up. Yeah, more than there, is the ribs around the back of my left side, and the front of the scooter had this thick steel mesh basket on it, which was completely collapsed. And someone tried to pull it out to, you know, reshape it, and they couldn't. It was that tough. And I think that compression is probably what saved me, because without that, God knows. Um, One of the darker moments was when I sort of come round. I was in absolute shock. I mean, my body must have been flooded with painkillers, not all bad. But my hand was in this sort of mushy goo. And as I've sort of come round, and it happened on a very busy road in front of a very busy sort of open-fronted nightclub sort of bar. And so there was or it felt like hundreds of people surrounding me, and my hands in this mush. And as I sort of come round, I was thinking, because I wasn't looking at it. I thought, please don't that be my lung. Please don't let that be my kidney or something. And I've looked round tentatively, like, and it wasn't. It was a bag of mango, which in a way was worse. um, I got away quite lucky. I mean, an ambulance was called. We had the blue lights. The police arrived. The driver of the scooter had sort of damaged his arm, but he rode off after about 10 minutes. He had blood in his mouth as well. I mean, shocking. It was weird. I didn't know whether to give him some money. That felt a bit cuntish. Or, you know, it's 30 quid. Get yourself something nice. So I took his phone number, and I'll hopefully, well, I will. I'll contact him in a day or two, make sure he's all right, and see if he wants to go for dinner, or I don't know. It was 100% my fault. But kind of interesting, because I wanted to do a video. You know, it's New Year's Eve now, and I wanted to do a video about the incredible encouragement and support I've had for this new adventure in Southeast Asia. You know, the near death one. And I wanted to use the example of my friend in Cambodia. I've got a friend, Tom, and about 9 years ago, him and some mates were in a bar in Cambodia, and they talked about the likelihood of building a hotel, a deluxe hotel. Yeah, a deluxe hotel in Cambodia, and they set about it. And Tom, essentially the leader of the pack, he borrowed some money off them, and took about 5 years, and he's now got this beautiful four-star hotel. It's got about 30 rooms, like I say, four-star, beautiful downstairs. Fucking hell. beautiful downstairs and little mezzanine area with the bed, a little kitchen and bathroom and shower and that. And there's a lovely swimming pool there. There's an amazing, it's beautiful. I'll try and dig out some photos and pop them in at the end of this video. And I've stayed there a few times. Me and my ex-girlfriend used to stay there when we went to Cambodia. And I said to him one night, I said, Tom, you must be really proud. You know, I'm really proud of people who do shit. You know, the world is full of people who moan and complain and they blame and they're entitled and this and you know, life's difficult, life's hard, life is a string of problems and living life is finding strings of solutions. And anyone who does anything, like comedy, you know, I was a comedian for 10 years, done pretty well. And even if I didn't like the act, I'd have a crazy amount of respect for people who got up on stage and gave that a go. You know, comedy is something you learn on the job. You don't practice in your room because you've got no audiences. Well, you do, but, well, I never did, but I know people do. But you actually have to get up in front of an audience. You learn your stagecraft on the job. You learn how to deal with hecklers on the job. You learn how to read audiences and rooms on the job. And so, you know, Tom, that he built this hotel and he moved in there with his kids and his wife and he's now living in Cambodia. And I said to him, Tom, you must be really proud, really happy that this dream that you came up with in a bar. I mean, he's only 34 and he's got a huge 4-star hotel in Cambodia. I said, you must be really proud and really happy. And he kind of looked away and he said, well, he said, the thing is, it doesn't exist. The hotel exists, but the dream doesn't exist as such because it never stops. And he said to me, on a daily basis, I'll have a host of problems. This customer's not happy. This room's double booked. That person hasn't turned up. The swimming pool pump's died. The plants are suffering because of the drought. There's new taxes involved. A new hotel's being built up the road with better access, etc., etc. It doesn't exist as a thing you can sit back and go, this is done. It's a continual process of achievement. And you don't really, he said, I don't really get time to think I've done it because I haven't. I'm in the process of achieving it, and a great metaphor for life. And I wanted to use that as to explain this adventure. You know, so I've started the adventure. I live in Thailand, and in what 8 weeks I'll be moving to Cambodia and looking at getting a bungalow. I mean, I've been looking online. You can get a bungalow with a bedroom, a kitchen, a front room, a front and rear garden, detached. Oh, when I say detached, I don't mean a load of houses in a row. This is just in a field somewhere. You know, the next house is like, you have to sort of, oh, there it is, somewhere over there, get a push bike to it. $220 a month. Incredible. And I'm going to be there. I mean, if you spend 500, I saw the other day 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, living space, veranda, balconies, $500 a month. Now I don't want that. I've lived in a house with 3 bedrooms before in Bury St Edmunds when I come out of rehab. It was only like 700 or 800 a month, but I never used any of those rooms. I tended to sit in the kitchen most of the time. You know, the old kitchen table was full of my stuff, my computer bits and bobs, and went to bed. So I'm going to get this bungalow, but you know, I haven't achieved my dream. My dream was to live in Thailand, live in Southeast Asia. I get that, and I've done that, but I haven't achieved anything as such because it's now a process. It's an ongoing process, and life is like that. And getting hit by that motorbike last night. I mean, let's have it right. 2 things. If that was a car, I could be dead. If I'd have landed on my head, I could be like spasticated. If there wasn't that metal basket on the front to take the compression, I could have been ripped in 2. You know, all sorts of things could have happened, and that's life. And it's given me a new sense of value. You know, I was carefree and I was stupid. It was 100% my fault. All that arrogance, putting my hand out. You're going to have to slow down. Bang! No, I'm going to have to fucking slow down. You know, it was luck that kept me alive yesterday. Nothing else. Maybe the yoga and being a bit flexible helped me kind of deal with the... I tell you what, it was madness though. When it hit me, it went into slow motion. I know you hear that, but it really did. And I think I know why, because in those situations, you've got to think fast. And I think just as much as your body is flooded with painkillers, and this is a guess, oh, I'm no biologist, I would like to think it would make sense that something happens in the brain to allow you to process things faster. You know, you've got to work fast in that situation. And what happens when you can process things faster? It would make sense that time slows down. If you can understand things faster, time would appear to be slower. That's my lay explanation. If anyone knows anything about biology, can you confirm that or shut the fuck up? Because I like it a lot. But yeah, amazing, amazing encouragement. It's been lovely to hear what you people have said. You know, I think I said it on the last video, I'm not sure, but I was warned that the internet is a brutal place. And when Dev and Tracy mirrored one of my videos and I got about 15,000 subscribers, I thanked him. And he said, "Don't thank me, they're your problem now." But what a lovely bunch of people I've got here. The people I've met, the comments section, and you know, I was a bit concerned. You know, oh, here's a video of me in Thailand. It's amazing. It's wonderful. There's beautiful women everywhere. The food's great. The weather's incredible. I was a bit worried that people wouldn't take that well. You know, I was talking about my self-worth in the last video. Huge ego, oh, for fuck's sake, and terrible self-worth, and that fear that I had that I was doing something I enjoyed and in a way succeeding and not wanting to share that, having a fear about sharing that. But Jesus, man, that comes from a dark place. That comes from a place of shame. And the response was not equal to that. It transcended shame. It was people saying, "Well done." And a lot of people saying, "I wish I could do something like that," or "I want to do something like that." Do it. Make it happen. There's problems, yeah, there's obstacles in the way. There was obstacles in the way for me. What is the saying? Opportunity plus ability equals achievement, something like that. And you know, I'd wanted to do this since I was about 15. My dream was to have a credit card, a passport, and a suit on, go to the airport and treat them like buses. Now that is impossible, but you know, it took 20, 30 years to get it. I needed to have a way of earning money while I'm abroad, or have a trust fund or something. Weirdly, that that didn't happen. But I held on to that dream for 20 years and I kept it in focus. I kept it there, worked towards it, tried to maintain a certain amount of direction and focus. And I'm here and it's not achieved. The groundwork is in place. I'm in the location geographically. I've done that part. But now I've got to make Cambodia happen. That'll be for me. Mr. Dangerfield? Hello? Yes, who's this? Who is it? Well, I might get down there in a bit. I'm just recording a video, Dave. I'll see you in a bit. Ta-da. That's an Irish alcoholic called Dave who lives here. Wants to see if I wanted to go and play pool. Oh, living the dream. Yeah, I can't even bend over to hold a cue. I'll probably go down there. Anyway, listen, that kind of put a strange end to things. It's New Year's Eve. Look after yourself. Love people that you trust and tell them, let them know. And for fuck's sake, don't get hit by a vehicle. Happy New Year, people.